All opinions expressed on this presentation are of the individuals themselves. This is for adults only and may contain discussions likely to offend.
Yo, welcome to Bald Statements. How's it going? I'm Will.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Bert. No, I'm not. I'm Gary. I was looking at you then.
Right, a lot of shit's happened. A lot of shit's happened in the world.
It has.
Since we've last been together.
Since we've last been together, we've all been on holiday, haven't we?
We have.
Yes.
And what I did, because I thought everyone was going to do it, is bought presents for everyone. Just quickly, I know it's a bit of a sideline. I bought presents for everyone.
That's very generous.
I know.
I mean, I give my time to the show.
Is it a duty-free
Hey!
A big thanks
Look
for
at
being
that.
the editor.
Thanks, gal.
Yep, Toblerone.
And then I saw this and thought of you.
Okay, I bet this isn't going to be as nice. What the fuck is that?
It's a cock bottle opener.
That is.
Show the camera.
There you go. That's yeah.
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.
I don't really drink out of bottles.
Anything is a dildo if you're brave enough.
Yeah. As long as depending what end that goes in. Yeah, no. Thank you, gal. I also got you something, but that's still in my garage.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. Always lying to me. You lying so much. You making it hard for me.
Is it bullshit?
No.
That you got off a job.
So you got me something as well, or just
Of
gal?
course, no. I got you both something. Yeah. It's in the garage at the moment. Yeah, in the bag.
I didn't. I'm not going to lie, I didn't.
Fucking
Because
hell.
I give my time,
Yeah.
you know. And
To the show.
like a typical, I mean, I'm not a Labour voter, but like a typical Labour voter, you know, this channel costs me about £120 a month. So your Tory man there, I think.
That £120 a month, roughly what the elderly people are who are going to be killed off the winter thanks to the Labour Party's new policy or eradication of a Tory policy to help them out. But who really cares about elderly people? It helps the Labour voters, doesn't it? So, yeah.
I think
we should just, sorry, Gary.
I think in a previous episode you said there's too many people in this country, so fuck them.
There are.
In a previous episode, he also said that the Tories were going to win.
Yes.
That England were going to win the
I'm going to bring up
Euros.
other things that he said in previous episodes as well. He said England, well, they came close. England
Fucking
came
right,
close.
yeah.
We should say that
Still lost.
We haven't recorded since Labour won the British election, so we should just make that clear.
Labour didn't win.
As for you talk about the heating allowance.
Yes.
Yeah, the winter fuel allowance. Have they scrapped it then?
No, anyone who isn't on pension benefits or mean tested benefits, if they're on them, they will keep it, and if they're not, they will lose it.
Right, so that means that the wealthy that don't need it won't receive it then?
That's it, yeah.
Yeah,
Because,
and expats living in Spain.
or elderly people
won't be able to get
who
it
are just above the threshold where they've got enough just to scrape by without going on the benefits because they've got pride
Yeah, but
and a
it's
bit
not
about
about
themselves.
But
they're gonna
elderly people knit, so why don't just get them make them a jumper or something?
I'm not saying it's a perfect solution, but it's not as simple as a lot of people are saying it is. They've just scrapped it.
the only thing Labour have done since they've come in that I have any sort of agreement with is sticking VAT on private schools. I think that should have been done fucking years ago. I think that's a brilliant idea. But everything else they've
That
done
was
has
always
been
going to happen.
Utter, absolute disaster.
That was always going to happen, even
Straight away,
under Tories. That was
scrap the
Yeah.
Bibi Stockholm barge. They scrapped the Rwanda policy. Oh, let's have them all over it. Let's call a spade, yeah?
Speaking of Rwanda, we're not going to go into the ins and outs of the Southport thing because it's
Not yet,
it's
but
an
we
ongoing,
fucking will. Don't you worry.
It's an ongoing criminal investigation.
Yeah, fucking, you know.
But the guy Axel
Chimbalala, fucking whatever the fuck he is. It's not Smith, is it? No.
Well, you're not
it's
Smith.
Not Smith. All right, no, but Atkins, you're Redfern, you're Lewis.
Right.
All right, yours is
I
probably a
believe
bit
he
more
was
Welsh.
born in Cardiff.
I don't give a fuck.
But
No, don't even start. If my mum and dad have a trip to the moon and I get born to Mars and I get born on Mars, she conceives, give me birth to me on Mars, I'm not suddenly a fucking Martian. All right, I've been born there and technically I'm a Martian. I'm still a fucking human being from Earth.
If only you'd let me fucking finish my sentence.
Sorry, go on. Well, shut up.
Was born in Cardiff but is of Rwandan descent.
Yeah,
was what I was gonna say.
Yeah. His mum and dad come over here
Before
from
you
Rwanda.
interrupted with your
Got given a
fucking
fucking house
right-wing
and all this
rage.
sort of shit. Yeah, fuck them.
Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
I just want to get that out so that later on, when stuff develops, I've put that timestamp in there.
And also, isn't it nice as well? See, all those riots that were in Leeds from the Muslims and the Asians 4 weeks ago got swept under the rug, and Labour come out and say, oh no, we need peacefulness, oh help, oh be nice to each other and all this shit. Yet when it's about, oh no, they're all thugs, they're all organised. A couple of just a little quick facts, because we're not going to go over the Southport.
Are you going to give facts,
The whole
You're going to give
right-wing
facts?
thing, yeah. Some of the people who have been arrested so far, a gay couple who lived in Southport, thugs coming from other towns and all this, it's all the right wing. Majority of people in that Southport, the initial Southport riot, were all from Southport and being made as if it's been orchestrated. It's not. This has been simmering for fucking 30 years since Tony Blair's government.
Is this what we're not talking about?
No, I'm not talking. No, we're not talking about the specifics about why this has been triggered and kicked off.
This is
But
okay. I
The
mean,
actual,
it's bullshit, but
no. The riots. This is brilliant. This is the only thing now, because we've had, since Tony Blair opened the floodgates to everyone coming in, there has been a simmering, and they call it, oh, it's hatred and it's divisive. We should be proud of how we're living with inclusive. It's not. It is literally under the surface, and it is only going to take something like this, and it needed something like this to spill over, because it is a fucking disgrace now. As it is, you look in a lot of towns and cities in this country.
How does smashing police cars and looting shops help anything?
How has anything else that they have done, anything else, whether it's
That's
protest,
what about
voting for
answer his question.
Yeah, no, for the BNP, for the Reform Party, for UKIP, when they've tried to go the political
Answer his
route.
question. Don't use whataboutism. Answer his question.
They're
How does that
frustrated.
help?
That doesn't help. But the frustration, every other avenue
I get frustrated
has been.
with you, but I don't go-
Every other avenue
if
is
someone wants to
Just go
riot
down.
and protest, why are they all covered over with masks and stuff?
Because they're going to get arrested for hate crimes.
These people
The Asians are the Muslims
protesting in
protest,
Southport
nothing
and
happens.
Sunderland.
Sunderland,
Is it right?
Newcastle, Liverpool, Manchester,
I mean, that
London.
fucking bloke that got the bricks. I mean, that was priceless. Just want to say they do not fucking represent me, for one thing, and I'm a UK citizen, I'm a fucking taxpayer, they do not speak for me. These people are on a fucking jolly up. They're laughing in these videos. And the saddest part is, the three little girls have been forgotten now, because all you fucking hear about is the riots. The memory of those three little girls, which apparently is what... No, let me fucking finish. The memory of these three little girls, which is what started all of this, has been absolutely fucking lost now, because these fucking idiots that were just fucking spoiling for a fucking scrap got on fucking WhatsApp and met up there, and they're fucking taking Stella with them, they're taking their fucking kids, they're throwing fucking bricks at their own people and having a fucking laugh. That is not frustration.
There's babies in prams and stuff as well. You
That
see
is
them
not
walking.
frustration about something, that's spoiling for a fucking scrap.
I will counteract your argument with the fact that with the bits that you've just said, and I'm basing this, I like to use Reddit as an example for getting a good sort of judge about things from not just in England but other parts of the country. And there have been plenty of Reddit groups going, what is all the reasoning behind the riots? Quite easily, because of this has happened. Right, so instantly the girls are put into the mainframe. Okay, who was it? And you know, unsurprisingly, people in America, other parts of Europe and this, all on these sort of Reddit groups, go, it's happened in our country too, it's the same thing, it's all going to be simmering over. It's not the memory,
Doesn't make it right.
the riots, what is the alternative?
I don't know,
Getting
but that isn't the
no, I
that doesn't
agree,
get things
the
done.
riots isn't, but they've tried every other aspect. None of the politicians will listen. The second you say anything along the lines of, we want our Britain back, no, you're racist, no, you're racist, no, you're racist. No, it's the left-wing wokery that's pushed everyone to this. This is what's happened now, I'll tell you now. That's it. Look, the Sadiq Khans, the Diane Abbotts, but the Tony Blairs as well, the Gordon Browns, all the other fucking dickheads who thought we need a multicultural society. It doesn't work. The great man, one of the greatest men to ever live, Enoch Powell, he said this in the 70s and the 80s. This is what would happen if multiculturalism is forced on people. Enoch Powell was a fucking genius of a man.
Powell.
Yeah. But brilliant.
Have a riot badge.
Yeah, Enoch Powell. If you watch any Enoch Powell clip, you can see him all on YouTube or see other documents and things he's written. He clearly stated this in the 70s and the 80s. Said the way it was going, you are going to have rights because multiculturalism.
You don't agree with it?
As a society,
I had a feeling you wouldn't.
I used to agree with it.
Yeah, you don't agree with it? What Enoch Powell said, no?
I don't agree with how the attribution of blame. Multiculturalism works if you allow it to work.
Give me one place that it's worked. Like in a country where multiculturalism has worked and benefited society.
Soho.
Do you know what? I can't think of anywhere
Soho.
off the top of my head because I'm running on fucking fumes.
That's my point. But it's not racism.
If you allow it to work, it can work.
Well, you could say that about anything that's not worked, though, if you allow it to.
We don't welcome people. We make it very clear when they arrive that they're not fucking welcome. So then they're already on the fucking defensive.
Do you like Indian food?
Yeah, love it.
Multicultural.
And people that, where that's it is where it works. Where people come over and they work and they contribute to the society.
California.
And they come over legally. Yeah, I'd give you California. That's a bit. Yeah, they've adapted to it. Yeah, I'd give you California as
because they're welcoming. Not just for different races, but different religions, different.
Have a nice day, y'all.
Different genders, different sexualities.
It's the favouritism now. The thing that has tipped this is the favouritism with the minorities to the extent now. That fucking prick that went and stabbed up that fucking copper 2 weeks ago. If that had been a white bloke doing that to a Muslim copper, fuck me, there'd have been riots everywhere. There'd have been fucking Iran going mental and all this ideology.
When did the copper get stabbed?
Oh, exactly this. Who swept under the cap? That fucking black bloke that went and stabbed the fuck out of that copper seven odd times 2 weeks ago. Massive headline on the day, got swept under. The same thing as those Leeds riots that fucking all the Muslims and the Asians fucking started up there, and that we went fucking mental for 2 days. But then, oh no, let's sweep it under the rug.
Well, you
again.
say that, but this thing with the three girls hasn't been swept under the fucking carpet, so that.
No, of course it hasn't.
Your argument.
Of course that hasn't been swept under the carpet. This is all Prime Minister's coming out condemning, saying, oh, they can have the full force of the law and all this. Where was this with the Lee stuff? Where was this with the copper that got stabbed up 2 weeks ago?
No one's condoning those things.
Why is it? That's my point. Why is it then that the second we're protesting, this might be fake. Second anyone else, oh no, we can't say
for
anything.
the reasons I gave, because they were simply there spoiling for a fucking scrap. They weren't there making a fucking statement. They were there for a fucking scrap because they're fucking thugs. They had fucking.
You make a statement. You want
tattoos.
Yeah. You want your face. I don't get why they have their faces covered over if they want to make a statement. If it's legal, then you can have your face shown. Why are you looking smug and fucking?
That's what's happening. That's what's happening. Don't like it. That's what's happening. Britain is fighting back.
Could you send it to me so I can put it on?
Yeah.
We'll do it now so I know and I can put it on.
Britain is fighting back. I'll tell you that now.
It's
and I love the fact that the left are going.
I mean, you could say Britain is fighting back because we've got a Labour government now, so you could say that the left are fighting back. Because it's the left that have been oppressed.
I think we can all see what the Labour Party have come in and, oh no, we are going to have to do tax increases, we're going to have to do all this shit. Fucking absolute shambles. It's really.
Keir Starmer never said that they wouldn't increase tax.
No, but everyone knew that the Labour Party coming in, even the Tories were saying from the offset, they're going to increase taxes, they're going to cancel all the fucking.
I don't mind paying more tax if it goes to somewhere.
Every new government,
to go.
as soon as they get in, will raise tax because that's the only time they can do it without getting voted back out again.
They'll raise it somewhere and lower it somewhere else.
Yes, don't fucking say no to me.
No.
They won't do it towards the end of their parliamentary term because they know they'll get voted out. The only time they can do it and be sure that they're going to stay in for the next 4 or 5 years is to do it as soon as they get in.
So,
and then they're going to blame the previous government anyway. You've left us with no money. We're going to have to. We didn't realise. We couldn't check the books thoroughly. We're going to raise tax. That's the only time they do it.
Skeptic may well say, though, that they have used the tax increases to fund the rises for the junior doctors and nurses and teachers to keep the unions sweet, who were constantly siding with them during the Tory reign.
Don't they need more money? Don't they deserve more money?
Yeah, but 20%? Fuck me, I'd love a 20% pay rise every now and then.
Well, you can give yourself one, you're self-employed.
20% of what?
They get a 20% pay rise of what they're currently on.
So if they're on shit money, 20% isn't.
Choose to be a doctor.
What?
If you choose to be a doctor, choose to be a nurse. It's never advertised as a well-paying job. It's a hard work, and fucking they get my fucking respect because they do.
If they're white.
Fucking shit. No.
Because you don't want.
No. I've got no qualms with that because they come over, they contribute, they work, they've got a skill
But they
that
can't bring their
benefits the
family
country.
over now.
No, can they fuck? No, 100% no. Not
So
when they've
you're alright for them to come over, they've got to leave their family behind.
If I move to another country, I'm taking 3 people, right, as a family, right? I'm not coming over here bringing 16, 17 people.
But that's not the case.
No, listen, you can
That's not
we
what's
can judge this all
happening.
we want. And this will be one thing. We have all done removals of certain types of houses where there is about 15 people in the house, with always the creepy uncle up in the basement room with about 6 of
Up
them.
in the basement room? You fucking idiots.
Yeah, whatever. And you've been like, how the fuck?
Down in the attic?
I've actually had a chat
I've
with
never
him
done a move
before,
like
and
that.
I remember a job we did once, and actually it was cool, but it was like, it's always the same, they always fucking tell me it fucking stinks here, fuck me, what's all this shit? And they cram in and they breed like fucking rabbits.
I've never done a move like that, and,
Oh,
and I did moves for 20 years,
nah,
and one firm I worked for 3.5 years, we had the contract with Ipswich Borough Council, and I never did a move like you just described. I've done some shitty moves.
Yeah. No, we've done a fucking go, I know
and
that for a
generally,
fact.
the shitty, dirty ones were the white people. They're the ones.
Oh, for you! Fuck right off!
It was the white ones.
No, I mean that is a load of shit.
I mean, I'm speaking from personal experience.
Alright, well, your personal experience is wrong.
Well, I can say the same to you.
No, I'm not having that because alright, go when I
Fucking Tory logic there.
No, I'm not having that. No.
We did a job. It wasn't too far from here. It was Foxhall Road, and it was a white couple with a baby. We found fucking needles underneath the sofa when there's a fucking baby and a toddler.
They should be locked
knocking
up,
about.
fucking scumbags.
They can't be locked up because the jails are full.
I know. Oh, but no, they're going to have enough room, trust me, for all these protesters and rioters that have been going on the last couple of days. Yeah, they won't have any for the people in Leeds and Sunderland. Not Sunderland, sorry, in Leeds, that were doing it the other 2 weeks ago. That's the problem.
I don't condone any of the fucking riots. You can have a peaceful protest.
So what is the next avenue then that you think the right have to go down to get our country back?
Why do
stop
the
this.
right have to do it to get the country
Because
back?
the left are all, well, let's have every fucker
But
in it.
it depends on what you mean by get our country back, because we've
you're an
got
immigrant-
different opinions on what the country
If you're
should be.
an immigrant and you're coming through Europe, then no. You stay and you apply at the first country you come to. You don't go fucking
That's
through
not an
choosing.
immigrant, that's a refugee.
Alright, a refugee, illegal immigrants, whatever the fuck, whenever
Well,
they
they're
come
very
up.
different. That's the problem.
If you are
The
starving
fucking-
hungry-
your
Immigrant
lot
and illegal
always
immigrant.
confuse illegal immigrants, legal immigrants, and refugees.
listen,
You put them all in the same
If
fucking
you are
pot.
starving
I thought you
hungry,
could say boat then.
if you were starving hungry, and you go up to Greg's, right, and they say, oh, by the way, here's a sausage roll, you're not going to go, oh no, I'm not going to go sausage roll, I'm going to go and try the Wetherspoons, and if not the Wetherspoons, I'm going to try the fancy hotel, and if not, then I'm going to try the 5-star Michelin restaurant. You're not going to go all the way there. You eat your sausage roll at the Greg's, you be fucking thankful for it, or you fuck off back.
To be fair-
coming to the Ritz.
I wouldn't eat a Greg's sausage roll because they're never warm.
If you were starving, you
A
would.
lot of them do. You make it seem like there's no refugees anywhere else in the fucking. They
Oh
all
no,
come here.
of course you can see it, because in Sweden you can see the far right have been growing there because of the rapes and the attacks that have been happening from immigration in Sweden. The same is said for Denmark, the same is said for Norway, the same is said for Germany, the same is said for Italy, where the crime rates through immigrants have been through the roof for rapes. And not only that, but the whole thing seems to be towards women. Their way of looking towards women and leering at women, the amount of women out there who are feeling insecure now and this, walking past the groups of them and shit like this. Fuck the political correctness. This is what shit sort of needs to happen like right now. It's enough. Do you know the best country for current immigration are Poland and Hungary? You look at their crime rates are the lowest, attacks by immigrants and that are the lowest. Society as a whole is the best. Their unemployment of youngsters is the lowest. Do you know why Poland and Hungary are? Because as the Polish Prime Minister came out and said 6 months ago in that interview, we said no. We didn't merge with the whole European ideology of this, so we're not letting them in. Hungary aren't letting them in. They get condemned, but look at them. Their women are out there walking safely during the night, walking safely during the day, not getting a massive crime rush through fucking fuckers coming in who are saying they're 17 or 36.
We have to move on because you're the one that's got to leave early. But while you've mentioned women feeling safe and everything, that leads us nicely into our next subject, Trump.
Yeah.
And how women...
Is this Project 25?
It will be.
Bring it down.
Do you want to talk about Project 25?
I don't know what Project 25
It's not specifically about Trump, but if Trump wins the next election, then Project 2025 is very likely to be instigated.
I did write a little thing about it. Is that Project 25, also known as the 2025 Presidential Transition Project, is an initiative coordinated by the Heritage Foundation that aims to promote conservative and right-wing policies to reshape the US federal government and consolidate executive power should Donald Trump win the 2024 election.
Yeah. So, long story short, it's the Heritage Foundation are like a conservative think tank, and they have drawn up this 900-page manifesto of what they think should happen should Trump or another Republican win the next election. And a massive part of that is a countrywide ban on abortions and gay marriages and this kind of stuff, and also the extreme thing that Donald Trump, he could pardon himself. Well, he could do that anyway, I think, pardon himself. But he can actually rewrite the Constitution so that he can't get voted out. So he would, in effect, be a king of America. That's fucking scary.
King Trump. King Dong.
That's absolutely scary, rewriting the Constitution. That's because the Supreme Court is just so right-wing and conservative. Well, you're doing that face, but it's fucking true.
No.
It's
do you know? I have absolutely no problem if Donald Trump was to be president for the next 20 years. That'd be the best thing that happened to America. And the more right wing that's breaking through now and can crush the left completely, the better for society. Not for half, but that's the worse half. But for the good half of society. However, I do actually agree with you. The fact that he can rewrite the Constitution is scandalous. Because whether I think Donald Trump could be great for 20 years, it could be the flip side of that coin and could have some left wing, someone I absolutely detest, and someone says to me, oh, he can write the Constitution to be in for 20 years, I'd be gouging my eyes out. And I think that is wrong, that being able to write the Constitution. So that felt weird as fuck.
But, who is it? Kamala Harris? Kamala Harris.
Sorry, Kamala.
Miss Harris.
Kamala Harris.
Camel with an A.
Is, obviously she's now gone up in the, she's only a couple of points behind Trump now, isn't she?
Yeah, she's fucking brilliant.
Because
I've got so much admiration for that woman. Because she speaks with integrity, she doesn't use jibes.
I'm going to show something to the viewers. Keep talking. I'm not having a piss.
Fuck's sake. She conducts herself professionally. She doesn't embarrass herself. And it seems that the worst thing she's done is laugh. That's what she's getting stick for laughing.
oh, is it?
Yeah.
I agree, because Biden was obviously fucked.
Yeah.
And everyone was saying if Biden drops out, it's bad for Trump. Because obviously the next person will be a lot more popular.
Trump didn't want Biden to go.
No, definitely not.
Because Trump was... A few weeks ago, I had no doubt that Trump would win. Now I'm not so sure.
There's only one person that could have beaten Trump that they could replace him. That would have been Michelle Obama. I don't think this...
But Michelle Obama didn't want to do it.
No, I know. But I think had she decided to go in, I think she'd have wiped the floor with Trump.
I still think Kamala Harris can do it.
And she's got less between the head than bones.
They've just agreed to do a debate together, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
Because he wouldn't do it. Obviously because he's shit scared. Have you seen some of the shit that he's been coming out with recently?
I've seen
when
some
he appeared with the National Convention of black journalists. You should watch that. That is fucking shambolic. Absolutely shambolic.
Just bear in mind,
the way he conducted himself there.
Trump did a decent enough
job. He's in a room full of black journalists. It's all black journalists, and he says, "I think some of the people in this room might be black." Or words to that effect.
Look, I want to talk about why you're here today. I mean, it is not lost on us how divided we are as a country. And as you were coming today, we really got to see that we are divided along the lines of race, along the lines of gender. And there is this question of, in this moment where we are, why come here? What is your message today?
My message is to stop people from invading our country that are taking, frankly, a lot of problems with it. But one of the big problems, and a lot of the journalists in this room I know and I have great respect for, a lot of the journalists in this room are black. I will tell you that coming from the border are millions and millions of people that happen to be taking black jobs. You had the best.
What exactly is a black job, sir?
A black job is anybody that has a job. That's what it is. Anybody that has a job.
All right.
Sorry, you were going to say something?
No. He debated rather well with Hillary Clinton, who I think was
He
twice
lied. He lied well,
no.
like he did with Biden.
No, I'm not having that. He did.
Well, it's on record.
Okay,
it's an irrefutable fact.
He did have. He had some assistance
It's not
in the
just
fact.
opinion, it's
He had
fact.
some benefit the fact that Hillary Clinton, he unearthed some dirt on her. Which
No. Russia claimed there was dirt on her. No one's got as much dirt as fucking Trump.
He's a normal human being.
Well, he's not normal because his fucking ear's grown back miraculously.
You think that was all fake, do you?
No, I don't think it was fake.
Conspiracy.
I don't think it was fake
You
at
think
all.
he's a lizard man growing stuff?
No.
Body parts back.
No, you're the one that believes in the conspiracy theories,
I don't
not
believe
me.
in lizard men.
I don't believe in lizard men.
Well, good. We can agree on that then.
But his ear has grown back miraculously.
He might have had plastic surgery on it or something like that.
I just don't believe it was as bad as it was supposed to have been.
Well, you saw after the shot, it started bleeding like instantly, pretty much. It wasn't like
Well, you saw blood.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, I got a little cut there and it bled like a
Yeah,
bastard.
paper cuts bleed like fuck.
On the way back from France, we had a beat in the car. Like a boss. No, don't get me wrong, the girls and the missus were like, ah! But they just, no, whatever. Stings me,
What
stings
the
me,
fuck
I'll
was
put it on
that?
there.
It was a little story that didn't make any sense.
Oh, no, because he was saying about a cat, and I just remembered like where he's had little injuries, and that time he got stung on the arse when he was driving.
Oh, right.
Just sort of like a vicious circle.
That didn't bleed.
But yeah, no, it didn't bleed, no. But
Yeah, Thomas Crook attempted to assassinate the 45th President of the United States.
If you want to really see something that's said, take a look at what happened.
Moving to spare. Hold. When you're ready. On you. Ready. Move. Up. Move. Go. Up. All guys here. All guys here. Move to the spare. Spare, get ready. Spare, get ready. We ready? Shooters down. Shooters down. Are we good? Shooters down. Shooters down. Are we good to move? Shooters down. We're good to move. We're clear. We're clear. Let's move. We're clear. Come on.
Let me get my shoes. Let me get my shoes.
I got you, sir.
Let me get my shoes, sir.
Hold that in your head. It's bloody.
So we gotta move to the bus. Let me get my shoes.
Okay, my shoes down. My shoe.
Watch out.
Wait.
clipped his ear, and unfortunately a retired firefighter was killed in the process, who was basically shielding his family.
Another left-wing ideology, this Thomas Crook.
He was a Republican.
Left-wing memorabilia.
He was a Republican member.
He was left-wing. It was still found paraphernalia, left-wing paraphernalia, and that when they went to search the property, and they did say that he had alternate views quite distinctly to Donald Trump.
Who Thomas Crook shot or got shot?
Both.
He shot.
Thomas Crook was the would-be assassin, and was then taken out by the Secret Service.
Yeah, that was a bit. Yeah, there was loads of time where they could have taken him out as well, wasn't there?
Let's just be honest though for a quick second, Mike, just for a second, because I know.
I'm always honest on here.
No, I'm not having it.
I'm never fucking lie on this show. Never.
Now listen. It is a fucked up world now.
Well, yeah.
Proper.
It is.
There's no. You used to just disagree with someone. And you could just have a disagreement, and I mean, political views. When I was young, it was just someone had political views that didn't really, whatever. But now it is such, almost like, to a degree, almost like, say, a football sort of fan sort of rivalry with it, where it isn't just like a bit of like discussion of all this. It's like proper hatred and violence and it's everywhere. It is literally everywhere. It's like almost. If someone had tried to orchestrate this shit, they couldn't have orchestrated it as much. I mean, you're getting every country in the world, all the division.
Is the hat in that drawer?
The hat?
Just what you were talking about?
No.
Yeah, I think it is. Let's open it a bit further.
It's not.
It's in one of them. The MAGA hat.
No, it's not.
Try the top one.
I did.
Move back, you fucking
It's
cack-handed
there!
prick.
It's not there!
Oh! It's not there, but...
I made him touch a little
that
bit.
one?
Yeah, just what...
Yeah.
Thanks. I just want to make a point.
It's under a shirt.
It's a bit dusty. I just want to make a point. You can't spell hatred without red hat. Saw that today. I quite like that. Put that your side. Sorry, carry on. You were saying about the world being a fucked up place.
No, it's almost like people... If someone had tried to orchestrate, everyone in the world turned on each other. Going back to conspiracy theories, fuck me, they've done a good job.
A lot of it comes from Russia.
Agreed, Russia, the last 10 years especially, Russia have had the first...
and they come up with these... it's usually right-wing conspiracies. It is though, you make that face, but it fucking is. Okay. Because they generally don't look into things, because it benefits Russia because they have all the misinformation sites.
You know that's a cock, don't you?
So they... What'd you tell him for? I want to get footage of him manhandling it.
It's a wooden bottle opener that happens to look like a tree stump.
It's not fucking trees you got in your garden.
Stop banging on the table. Stop banging your wood on the table.
But yeah, no, it's... Yeah, no, like I say, no, the riots will continue. Trump
We're
will
not
get into
talking about
power.
riots now.
Trump will get into power.
He
The
also
Labour
wants to
Party...
bag. Can he summarise it to go?
No.
Trump doesn't.
The Labour Party
really
will fuck everything up.
Kamala Harris could be the best thing to ever happen, not only to the United States, but to the fucking world. Mature response.
Do you believe that? Oh, God,
Yeah.
look at you fucking lying with your eyebrows. You can see that. You're just trying to trigger me. And it doesn't bother me in the
I'm
slightest.
not trying to trigger you, I could trigger you so fucking
Go on, then
easy.
trigger me. Oh, you can't trigger me now. I'm actually too calm and bothered.
What are your pronouns?
And that leads us into the next subject, the Olympics. Let's begin at the start of the Olympics. Now, we were all away, I believe, when the opening ceremony, but you're obviously aware of certain things that have offended lots of people. The people that say that you shouldn't be offended and you should just not be a snowflake, but they're offended by the depiction of the feast of Dionysus and Bacchus.
Yes.
Because they're comparing it to the Last Supper. It's not the Last Supper, they're comparing it to the Last Supper. They've made the comparisons, the artist didn't. Some could argue it's a grey area that he might have designed it to be a bit fluid, but either way, it wasn't the Last Supper, and that's triggered a lot of snowflakes.
Yeah. Just for alternate view to see the triggering, let's see what happens if they try to portray potentially, or could be interpreted as a picture of Allah on their things. See what happens, because it wouldn't just be snowflakes and a little bit of this is a bit disrespectful and actually we're fucked off about this. No, you'd see
do you mean Muhammad?
people, Muhammad, Allah, yeah, the Prophet Muhammad. You can't.
Yeah, they're not the same. They're not the same.
Yeah, I know,
person.
but either way,
Muhammad is the one you shouldn't draw a picture of.
If you drew a picture or interpreted a picture of that, there would be riots, there would be death threats, there would be murders, there would be terrorist attacks, there would be everything. So,
but it doesn't make it right.
No.
I wouldn't condone that.
No. But one group gets pissed off, the other group kills people. That's been the problem in society since around.
But it's still wrong. They're still wrong in that opinion.
They can not like something and react the way they reacted perfectly fine. There was no riots about it. There was some people found it distasteful, and that which is their.
But they were calling it woke.
Yeah, could see how it was woke. Yeah.
But there's nothing fucking woke about it.
Oh, come on, Bert. You got.
I don't know what the fuck you two are going on about.
You must have seen it. The image, the guy in blue, and the large woman with the halo.
No. I haven't done it.
For real, you haven't seen.
No.
Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I can't spell Olympics, prick.
Oh.
No, don't even start.
Oh, brilliant. Tell me about spelling.
Go on, Gav.
I've written down here somewhere. OLYMPICS.
Well done, mate.
You fit cunt.
Well, this is good.
Don't ever try and stitch me up like that again, Bert.
I'd whisper it to you.
Yeah, you probably whispered it wrong.
You hadn't seen that?
What's wrong with that? I haven't seen that. Just large.
Well, yeah, but it's not woke, is it?
It is woke.
How is it woke? Just because you fucking move the goalposts on what woke is.
Wouldn't need to move them far with her, would
Woke
you?
is being aware of the fucking social injustices.
That's being depicted as the Last Supper.
No. People are perceiving it as an insult to the Last Supper. Yeah. And then there's the Bacchus isn't on there. The guy in blue. I'm amazed you haven't seen this.
No, I haven't watched any of it.
There's a guy in blue and he's Bacchus, and it's all this about drag queens and all this other shit. It's bollocks, basically. But those that say, oh, you shouldn't be able to stop being offended, you should be able to offend who you like and say what you want. The fuck your feelings crowd should have a lot of feelings about this kind of stuff.
But it's good in a way though, because the Olympics has helped. Really, one thing we all really like, the left not knowing what to moan about or who to side with, which is fucking brilliant. Because on one hand, you've got women who should be treated equally and be given equal rights and loved and respected as they should. But equality and things, especially when it comes to sport, women aren't as good at sport as men. That's a fact and proven. So that's not even that's not even debatable.
Well, that's bollocks.
No, that's not bollocks. Don't even start.
Physically strong.
As physically strong, not as good. Okay, either way. But the good thing is now that all the transvestites and the body swappers and shit like this who are coming into women's sports and smashing the fuck out of women's sports, but the left want rights for transvestites and all this sort of fucking crazy crap. Also for women, but they gotta choose, and they don't know who to go with. So you got women going, fuck this, we're not playing sports against fucking men in dresses and all this sort of shit.
I mean, it's
it's
an extinct phrase anyway.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to this bit.
Here we go. Go on. Yes, your LBGT.
Carry on with your thought.
Yeah, and I think
that's an interesting word.
You should have male sports, female sports as born at by birth, and then you should have another category for anyone who'd call them what do you want to be as. Call that nice, simple.
What's that in relation to then?
For competing in sports.
Okay.
And?
Well, that's what they should do.
How is this relevant?
Because of the boxing match the other day. Not only that, but Caster Semenya, the runner, the boxing match in the Olympics with the Algerian woman.
Imane Khelif.
Imane Khelif, yeah. Who just happened to have testosterone levels higher than me and Gal put together.
Right.
Ooh.
Well, I mean, you don't know that.
A snail's got more testosterone.
Have you
than
measured your own testosterone levels and hers and compared them?
measure mine, but no,
so that's hyperbole.
Hyperbole.
Yeah.
You've invented that extra bit for drama because it makes your case sound stronger. So what gender do you think Imane Khelif is?
A man.
Right. And that's based on
the testosterone levels and the results that they've
See, I will post a link. In fact, I might even be able to take the clip of you saying, if you're born with a vagina, you're a fucking bird.
If you're a cock, got a cock, you're a man. If you haven't, then you're a woman. Simple as. Yep.
She was born with a vagina.
But she's a bird, if that's the case.
Right, settled. Thanks.
Right, if she's born with a vagina,
And talk about
we solved that.
You talk about overshadowing, like what we discussed earlier. That there's a convicted paedophile.
The
for Holland,
team.
yeah.
That's
He
ridiculous.
raped a 12-year-old girl, and that's getting forgotten
in
about.
Milton,
Exactly, yeah,
In
because
Milton
of this-
Keynes, he flew to Milton Keynes and assaulted this 12-year-old girl.
But-
and then the Dutch said he's been rehabilitated or
Has he?
something like that?
But all right, he may have served his time. He may have been, but that paints a picture that you can go out, you can go and do whatever, serve your time, and then carry on your life in a normal way. But
people are more bothered about this woman because she has a genetic disorder, which means she produces more testosterone. All women produce testosterone. She just happens to produce a bit more.
No.
But she was born with a vagina. She was born a girl. She lived a life as a girl. She presents as a woman. She identifies as a woman. There's never been any transgenderism connected to her at all. She comes from Algeria, which is a Muslim country, which is illegal to be transgender. So they would never let a trans person represent their country in the Olympic Games. Yet still, people say she's a man.
The people using this sort of why aren't they getting fucked off with the Dutch thing as opposed to this? The reason this is getting the Dutch thing.
What's his name?
I can't even remember his name. You find the link for it. He's a fucking scumbag.
Yeah,
but
when you edit it.
that one-off sort of thing, it shouldn't even be a case of him being bad. The guy should be fucking shot, and the fact that he's in, I find is so beyond belief. No other country, I don't think, in the world would ever put up a representative in any sport. I mean, you look.
That was crazy.
Mason Greenwood, the Man United player who got wasn't even charged in the end. But obviously we'd heard the recordings and all this, and rightly so. His career in England was ruined. He's had to fuck off to France. He would never play for England, never play for an English club, right? But this Dutch coming in is like such a fucking freak in terms of how the fuck has this been allowed, never mind by the Dutch, but by the Olympics Committee in a whole. The problem is though, and the reason this is getting more vocal in using it as the comparison, people are more fucked off with this box thing because there have been plenty of examples recently over the last couple of years of transgenders fucking muscling their way in on women's sports, whether it's been swimming, snooker, darts, archery, fucking. I know this woman here was born with a vagina, so she's a woman then, so can't do nothing about it with the boxing thing. But
she'd like one of them.
yeah, excuse me. But no, to do that, because that can actually affect it. What's the point in having women's sports if you're going to allow men in it? And I don't give a fuck if they, oh no, I identify as a woman. You're not. You're a freak with mental health issues. That's the thing. You feel worthless as a point.
How have you brought
yourself.
snooker into this?
Because there was a snooker match recently where a woman, she actually, the world champion woman, walked out in protest right at the start of the final. Her opponent was a transgender.
You're talking about darts, Dieter Hedman.
Darts happened as well, but there was a snooker one as well. There was snooker and darts.
I don't remember the snooker one.
But the snooker one and the darts, where the opponent walked in, and she didn't even shake her hand, she said no, and she walked off and she forfeited the final. Because she was like, no, why the fuck am I
don't see why, whatever side of the trans argument you're on, I don't see what difference snooker should make whether you're
it's
male or
women's
female,
because it's
or darts.
Because it's
it's not weightlifting.
No, it includes in the name. It's women's sport. You're not a woman if you weren't born with a vagina. All these number. The article I read an article about 6 months ago, which was quite right wing and all this. No, it wasn't an article like that. But it was transgenders. The majority of transgenders are people with mental health disorders or depression to such an extreme that they feel
God.
the only way they can stand out.
Transgender person.
Yes, once. It was horrific.
I'm sure it was for them.
It was horrific. Yeah, in London.
Why?
Hiya! Fuck off, you fucking fella with it. He had a fucking beard. Fucking want to dress up in a fucking dress and do that? That's fine. Just stay away from the kids.
But that's
Was that a trans person or a drag queen?
Trans.
How do you know?
Because you know where they've got like the long hair and the boobs, and then they go, oh fucking hell.
So you don't
got
know?
a beard.
You didn't know?
I can tell what a bird is and what a bloke is from looking at them the majority of the time.
Don't
you fucking know, man.
I can walk in with a wig and a couple of balloons down my top and walk, go, hiya.
I would never
You
ever.
reckon you could tell?
And you reckon that you could tell?
You reckon you could tell a vegan just by talking to her?
I reckon there are examples where you could say,
turn that shit off.
There is actually a woman there, as opposed to that being a man. There are examples of that, but I reckon most people can tell a woman.
Cite the study. Cite the study. I'll post a link.
Oh, okay. I'll cite it.
Yeah, cite it. Send it to me and I'll put it in a link in the comments.
Yep.
If the link is not in the comments, it's not because I've forgotten it in the editing. It's because he hasn't provided it.
Not having it. But no, it is. Let's be honest now. This whole transgender thing, it hasn't worked either. You know, transgenders identifying as all this, them and theys and that. That's just let's just start
What do
living
you mean
with the
it
real
hasn't
world.
worked?
Well, it's not worked.
You don't allow things to work. You don't allow things to evolve and to change.
It's not evolving
You
and
wanna
change.
live back in
I will when
fucking
it changes for the
1939
better.
again.
I will when it changes for the better.
Or benefits you.
Better for who?
Or
Better for society. No, better for society.
Exactly. Whatever fucking you.
What's
you do
better
not
now?
represent
Society.
real
Is society better now, or was it better in the 1970s? Take away technology.
Or was it
Well,
better
I was
in
only
the
around for 10 months of it.
All right,
Was it
the
better in the
80s.
1970s or better in the 1940s?
Well, there was a war going.
Well, exactly.
on.
It depends on your point of view.
Yeah.
No, there was a war
Thanks,
going.
Burke. I lost
It depends on your point of view. It might have been better in the 1970s for people like you, but not for other people. And now they just want their fucking
You weren't even
moment.
born in the 70s.
And the transgender people don't, I've said this so many times, they don't even affect you. Yet you get so pissed off by it, but your opinions and your actions affect them. They don't affect you.
They do. And
The
it's
same
this
thing
unisex
every
shit.
fucking time.
I tell you what really fucked me off, and I had a fucking.
I don't like that ring. That's fucking horrible.
Oh, good. Listen, we
Sorry,
went
Heidi.
to the comedy club in London on Saturday last week for my birthday thing, and went in there, and both sets of toilets were unisex, and I got on my proper soapbox there. There, well, it was like, no, 100%, 100% I was. So you're in London in a club. Where is the safe space for a woman to go? Where is the safe space for a woman? If my daughters were here, where can they, if they've got a couple of creepy fucking blokes there looking and they want to stay a lot or just stay away from, where is their safe space? Blokes going in there for a shit and women also having a piss next to them and all this shit. Where's the safe space? All because we don't want to offend fucking mumsies that don't know what sex and gender they are, which is bullshit.
What is the
As man and
statistics
female.
on attacks against women in unisex toilets? Are these separate cubicles or a big
Doesn't
room?
it have to be it's a safe space if a woman
So
feels
what did you
uncomfortable,
do then?
go away.
What did you do? You saw the same-sex toilets. What did you do? You sat down and watched the comedy show rather than voting with your feet and fucking off saying I'm not going to be any part of it. Yeah.
Yeah, the comedy show. Yeah.
Right. So you didn't do anything
even that
constructive. Yeah, exactly. You just went, I'm not having that. Ha ha ha. Instead of going, I'm not having that. Come on, we're leaving because it's disgraceful.
And in your Facebook post, it was you saying, "Oh, I got front row seats." Nothing about the fucking toilets. And you also, in a previous show, said we shouldn't have fucking safe spaces because they're bullshit and left and woke.
I'm not having that at all. We need a safe space for women. Women now, especially because
Anywhere where you aren't.
wherever you want. Because of all the foreigners
He's
coming
not a
over
sexy. No.
Because
He's
of-
not,
No, that's true.
He's not.
with all the foreigners and the migrants coming over
we're
here,
back
with their
here,
medieval
full circle.
views towards women.
You've got medieval views towards fucking women.
Yeah, but at least mine keep women safe. At least mine ain't about fucking, Jesus, treating them like dogs and shit like that. Alright, so women, women have a place in society the same as men do. We can't keep
The
pretending
kitchen.
we're equal. I never said the kitchen.
Yeah, the White House, hopefully.
Fuck off.
We've got to wrap this one up.
Yeah,
because you've got to fuck off soon. We've got to try and squeeze another episode in because you're a fucking bell end. So, any final thoughts? Fact of the week, Gal?
No.
The fuck?
I wasn't ready.
Why not? Come prepared.
Well, I got it.
I think the biggest thing about unisex toilets, for women, is the fact that they have to experience what it's like in a man's toilet now, where there's piss all over the fucking seat and everything.
It's not the biggest thing. The biggest thing is that a lot of women will go to the, or you come to the loo, don't necessarily need to go to the loo. They go in there, they either have a little chat or a little bit of a breather or a safe space away from them if they want a quick couple of minutes themselves. You can't take that away from them just to appease some prick who has a beard who wants to dress up and tell everyone he's a fucking bird, because he ain't. And the fact that society
and that happens when?
Oh, but stop asking for all these things.
Stop asking for what?
Fucking, yeah.
Facts,
I'm not going,
data, and information.
Fucking Davey, you know what I mean, with his fucking fake tits and everything. This happened once. You know it's happening in society. You can see it because the changes are taking effect.
I know it's happening in society because you say it is.
No, because the effects are there. You can see the effects. Otherwise, there wouldn't even be a sex toilet. But out of interest, if your school, your kid's school, bought in unisex toilets, the ones where your daughters go to, would you be happy with that? Dead serious question. They had unisex toilets. Boys and girls using it the same.
No.
When I was at primary school, we had unisex fucking change rooms in a swimming pool.
Yeah, unisex change rooms, but even then, you'd keep them to a degree away.
Primary school, not high school.
It's still a bit weird.
But
yeah, unisex toilet, having that as a thing, no. And Garrett has said there exactly for the same reason. I just want, if my daughter's there's a couple of creepy lads there or whatever like that.
What about a mixture?
Toilets.
Male, female, and unisex. So there's a choice.
Yeah, agreed. Do I want to do that? Knock themselves out. Seems a waste of money building an extras just to keep people happy. Have male or female.
Extras, do they? If they've got the facilities already.
If they've got the facilities already, but don't go. Most places, normal places, will have male and female, as they have had through generations of society. If you want to build a unisex one, stick it out the back in the rain up and fucking do that. And there you go.
I'm still completely undecided on the unisex toilets. There's a pub that I play in Ipswich, and they have gents, ladies, and unisex.
Yeah, that's fine. You need to keep the safe space for
and I generally stay out of the unisex one because it's upstairs.
But it's different for us, and all joking aside, we can laugh. Using unisex for a bloke isn't an issue.
Men get raped too.
Yeah, I know, but primarily it's not. We talk about unisex and you just think, oh, whatever, go in there might be a bird in there. You very rarely as a man going to go in and go, oh, I hope I don't get raped. Where as a woman, you need to have that safe space, and having that taken away, and I'm not just looking at it because I've got daughters, I'm looking at it for any women. Women need to have their safe spaces, especially with the amount of creepy bastards that are out.
You're saying a toilet
world.
Is a safe space for a woman?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, of course it is.
So if you're in trouble, ladies, go to the toilet.
No. If your girls are slightly older and they're in a nightclub and there's some creep there, how many times you go, oh, look, they shot off to the toilet?
That isn't a very good analogy because a nightclub is just for pulling.
Yeah, no, not necessarily.
Of course it is.
It's not just for pulling, no. Girls don't always go there.
I've been clubbing recently with Becky just because it stays open later than a pub.
Thank you,
for a
Bert.
drink.
Thank you, Bert.
But I do take your point about for younger people,
Yep.
it is for pulling. You've got two different types of clubs nowadays, haven't you?
But either way, you need to have.
So I think,
yes.
Last time I went clubbing, I got a seal this big.
You got facts, Garrett, to finish the show with?
A seal?
Yeah, clubbing a seal.
Oh.
Let's have your facts.
There are more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way.
No, there ain't. That's bullshit.
Oh, have you counted them, Atkins?
I'll fucking tell you that. In the Milky Way galaxy.
That's what I said. The Milky Way.
Okay. No, I still disagree with you.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
prove it.
All right, I will.
Are you going to say goodbye?
I'm going to go for a wee.
No, you're not. You've just made a cigarette.
Been a pleasure.
You're not smoking in the toilet.
We will see you next week when we will be discussing.
What is it next week?
Go on.
No, it's you. I can't say it.
I didn't make notes.
I did.
Oh, we're chatting about
roadworks.
Roadworks.
Yes.
Another fun topic. So,
We apologise for any delay.
Roadworks.
Pardon? Yes.
I was making a roadworks joke.
Right. So do your thing. Like. Subscribe.
Comment, unsubscribe. Bell, hit that notification bell. Yes.
Share.
Comment. Share.
And Patreon.
Well, where do they find Patreon?
They find it at the link on the bottom of the page.
No. In the link in the description.
You didn't.
And explain what Patreon is.
Patreon, you can give us some money for all the hard work that we...
Give us your fucking money now.
But does actually, I've got to say this, it probably does go, it's probably like 33, 34. But it's probably, it earns that extra bit, so...
Okay, so you're happy to give me 33% of what this room costs?
Give Bert some money, he is the man.
Yeah, I thought as much.
Yeah.
And the fucking website costs and everything. Don't forget you can also find our Facebook page and our Instagram page. Sit down until we're done. You're the one that's got to fuck off early.
I know, I just got to make
so
a quick
stop
phone call.
stalling it.
I know,
a
I've got
quick
to make
phone
a
call. No, you're going to have a cigarette. Don't lie.
I'm going to have a phone call and a cigarette.
But you wanted the wee.
No, I don't need a wee. That was a lie. I need a phone call and a cigarette. I'm not going to have a wee.
You need a phone call.
I know. I have
very, very, very quickly. What has Farage done for the people of Clacton? Catch you next week.
See you later. Bye.
Bye. Has he not been back there since?
I don't know.
He went over to see Trump, who basically fucking just blanked him, didn't he?
Fuck's sake.
Bald Statement starred Rob Lewis, Gary Redfern, and Will Atkins. Recorded at Rob Lewis Music Services Studio in Ipswich, UK. This fantastic theme tune is Rumble by Mojo, edited and produced by Rob Lewis. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and listen again.